I have this dream that's right inside of me. I'm gonna let it show. It's time to let you know this is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Greetings, Minties! This week's Respawn Recruits Invitational Challenge is to talk about our entire content creation journey. I'm excited to share it because I am sure a lot of you don't know where or how I came to be a part of the streaming world. The very beginning. In 2016, I was really getting into Overwatch and I wanted to get better. I was watching a Your Overwatch video talk about a Twitch streamer that is really good at a hero I made. This is how I came to find out about Twitch. Okay, maybe just the highlights. Hold on, guys. We're going back 4 years. Actually, farther than that. We're going back like 6 years. In 2017, I started streaming for fun on Mixer. I started streaming Overwatch, Destiny from my Xbox over to Mixer, but I had a different username. My very first username was Heroic Wife. When streaming to Hold it! You're missing a very crucial part of the story about your first username, Cinna. Ah yes, 'tis a funny story on how I got that username. My first console that I needed a username for was the Wii U. Oddly enough. And I obviously didn't have like a prior username and I didn't know what to do. So I asked my husband for a suggestion on what my username should be. And he suggested Heroic Wife because that's what I am. And I was like, alright, freak it. So I became Heroic Wife to the internet. But sadly, streaming to Mixer wasn't consistent and didn't last long as I needed to focus on my schooling for college and going to work. I still did stream here and there as I found out how to stream directly to Twitch from my Xbox. All up until December 2019 where I acquired my first PC and started to take streaming more seriously. And so I was able to acquire a Elgato capture card, and that was where I was able to skyrocket to other games other than Overwatch. As I quickly became more consistent with streaming, I didn't necessarily really want my username to be Heroic Wife anymore because I just kind of felt weird people calling me Heroic Wife or just like wife. That isn't my husband. You get what I mean? And so that is where my second username became on Twitch, which is cinna_mint. With this newly acquired capture card, we first ventured into streaming games on my Nintendo Switch. Our first game played on the Nintendo Switch was playing Breath of the Wild for the first time. During our playthrough, we were able to hit Twitch affiliate in February of 2020 thanks to a gracious raid from a Twitch partner, Limcube. I'm so very grateful to this day for their raid as they not only got me to affiliate, but they brought along one of my longtime friends and mod with them. After that, you can kind of say that I was just riding down a lazy river, not really doing much to promote my streams or make any streamer friends. After Breath of the Wild being my first Zelda game, I really wanted to experience more Zelda. While playing them, we were able to make some community members as well as streamer friends. This allowed me to boost my confidence and be able to go into other streams and make friends. I was able to befriend one person that would become my best friend. Psst, who is now your next best friend? But we'll get to that. During the next 2 years, we grew slowly, but oh honey, we surely did grow. We grew as a community, and I also grew as a content creator, posting content on TikTok and Instagram, and then shortly after, we started posting to YouTube. We had a lot of favorite memories while streaming on Twitch. I've played games that I never thought that I would play. We played my first scary games, which surprised me because I ended up loving them. And we even played Dark Souls and Dead by Daylight. You heard that right, folks. Dark Souls. Another big win for my channel is being able to change my username from cinna_mint to CINNAMINNT. And you know we had to celebrate getting rid of that dang underscore. We also did our first charity streams. We raised $350 for the Starlight Children's Foundation, and then $150 for the Trevor Project. That's probably a pretty good segment to talk about one of your worst struggles of your streaming career, Cinna. Ah, yes. At the end of 2022, I found out that Hogwarts Legacy was coming out, and I wanted to play it. You can imagine what kind of backlash that I would receive by playing it, and for months I was tug-of-warring with myself, going back and forth, deciding if I should play it or not. And a particular friend group that I was part of was very vocal about Hogwarts Legacy and the controversy around the game. I ultimately decided to play it, and I did stream it. I did receive some backlash on Twitter from strangers. I never thought that I would receive such big backlash from people I consider to be really good friends. As soon as I mentioned it to my ex-best friend, I had bought it, and I decided to 100% play it. I thought that she would be supportive of me, and she immediately spread that information to that group, and within 24 hours I was banned and blocked from that group without a single concerning word towards me. And this friend group that blocked and banned me, I considered to be pretty close, because we had been friends for 2 years, and I thought that they knew me and they've been around me. But as soon as I decided to play one video game, I was immediately labeled as something that I was not. When this happened, I had felt like I lost everything. I wasn't really close to any other streamers or anything like that. I wasn't really close. I was so focused on this one friend group, and I had basically felt like I had lost everything. Looking back now, I am very grateful for the people that did reach out to me, and especially one who was only a Twitter mutual at the time, but now is a very close friend. She reached out to me and expressed that she was also going to play the game. She just kind of apologized to the backlash that I was receiving from the friend group and strangers on Twitter. I am very glad now that I found communities that are of like-minded people and love me for who I am and accept all of my opinions and beliefs, just like this incredible Respawn family. On another note, this also kind of segues into why I started streaming. At first, I started streaming to make money playing video games. I'm not actually afraid to admit that anymore. But through the last 4 years and many experiences from content creation, my reason for streaming has drastically changed. I'm still streaming to this day because I want to show that anybody can be in this space, no matter who you are or what you believe in. I want to spread kindness and inclusivity and change the internet one kind act at a time. I love being a part of Respawn. I love being a part of Kinder World, and I love being a part of Games for Waves. They all have treated me so well and welcomed me with open arms. In addition, looking back at my journey as a content creator, I find it so funny on how innocent I was when I first started streaming back in 2019 versus now in 2024. A little secret, I was so innocent, and I still am to some degree, but I didn't even like looking at myself naked. But look at me now! I just had sex, and it felt so good, felt so good.
Thank you for listening to A CINNAMINNT Story.